Texas 95.7, the Armadillo, Craig Vaughn in the studio with the WRCA, who took a week off last week, but they're back. Lehman Wall and Peyton. Peyton, I don't know your married last name, so it's just Peyton and me.
I'm still Fleming to everyone else, so.
That's right.
But it is officially Holt Camp.
See, and I don't want to say Fleming because I know it's not, so I'm just going to.
You say, good morning, Peyton.
Good morning, Peyton. That's exactly.
At least it's not, Peyton.
Oh, Peyton.
Yeah, for a long time, I'm sure some folks just think that's your last name, Peyton. They just go, why are they calling you your last name?
Yeah.
Busy weekend. Even though it was a 3-day weekend for a lot of folks, you guys were still, I guess, kind of busy?
Yeah, we were still working. We were lucky enough to get a new rodeo this year down in Graham, Texas, and very, very well-run event. Lots of folks out and about, as you can imagine. And it was the Stout Ranch Rodeo. Graham Johnson, who is on the Burns Ranch, he was the mastermind behind this whole idea. And so we'll kind of talk through a little bit of the format. It was a little different and very cool, actually, the way that they did it. But, man, Graham was hopping. Lots of activity going on over the weekend. So Peyton actually got, she's kind of gallivanting off down to the South Country and had all kinds of parties and graduation stuff. And
yeah, I mean, I'd like to say I had fun, but it rained on us the whole time, and,
right?
Beggars can't be choosers, and I will sit through the rain.
Yeah, darn near all of
Texas.
Texas.
The same thing here.
Yeah, exactly.
So, But, was on the river in New Braunfels and just was on a tube all the time. So
yeah, life's rough, baby.
Yeah.
Now, Lehman.
It only happens one time a year. So, and then I'm coming right back to work and I'm on the road again.
That's right. We got Haskell next weekend, or this weekend. Actually,
this weekend.
Right? Yeah.
So what this does? Stout Ranch Rodeo is a 2-day.
Yes. So here's kind of the way it ran, Craig. They took 24 ranches.
That's a lot too. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, a really big rodeo. So the way they ran it was Friday afternoon and Saturday morning. They had all 24 ranches go twice. So Friday, they did a 2-go-around thing. They had Group A, 12 ranches, ran the events. They came right back around, did it again with Group B. So that was the first go-around on Friday. They came around on Saturday morning, ran Group B, 8:30, turned around, did Group A again. So the two sets of ranches, they had 2 full go-rounds,
Man,
Friday and Saturday.
sleep well.
Lots and lots of rodeo action. That set up for the finals on Saturday night. They took the top 10 from those first 2 goes. They qualified them in to go to the final. Then they started all over, so they didn't carry the points over. I'm going to tell you, Tyler Thompson is not very happy about that. From Friday and Saturday, they were leading the rodeo,
Right.
I mean, by like 70 points. Seriously.
Yeah.
And then had to start over Saturday
They
night.
treated it just like every other NFL, NHL, NBA. When the playoffs start, everybody's equal again.
That's
really.
right. Yep. When you get to the Super Bowl, it's 0-0.
Yep.
Yep. And let's see here. I think there were 4 or 5 previous world champion ranches competing at this one rodeo.
Man.
You actually had your 2-time defending world champs, Jolly SNL from Colorado, that were there. And they won the rodeo. They won the rodeo.
Wow.
Yep.
So they won, but and they'd already been qualified. What the last time I talked to you, like a couple weeks ago, right?
Yeah. They qualified in Lamar.
Yeah.
So
who gets to go then? Who gets to be the
Lonesome Pine
Lonesome Pine
out of Cedar Point, Kansas,
Excellent.
gets the invite. So, and they're pretty common names for us. They've won the world championship.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So we're happy to have them back and look forward to visiting with Bud here in just a sec.
That's right.
Good deal. You want to give him a call in?
Yeah, let's
All
do
right,
it.
let's do it. I don't do much, but I just kind of hit the button. So, yeah.
Push the button.
All right, here we go. On the phone, we got him, Bud Higgs. Bud from Lonesome Pine, congratulations.
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome. Had a good weekend.
It was a good weekend for us.
It was a good weekend for you, bud. I tell you what, was talking about the format of this deal, and it was pretty intense, wasn't it?
It was. There was good teams there, and competition was pretty tight. I don't know. I never did see a score sheet, but I can't imagine that it wasn't pretty close all the way through.
Yeah.
Other than the long goat.
Yeah, the long goat we were talking about.
Had,
Tyler and those guys at Thompson had a pretty good run of it early on.
They were smoking right through it.
When it finished up, Jolly, S&L, but they came away with 43.5 points. You guys were sitting at 36.5. And, boy, you skirted right by Trey and Tyler and all those guys at Thompson. Well, they had 35.5.
Wow.
So you got that. You got the world championship bid by 1 point, my friend.
Yeah. I figured it had to be pretty tight. I hadn't heard anything till just now, but that doesn't surprise me because I hadn't been keeping track of anything, and we didn't have anybody that was, and so we didn't really know, and we stood around there and him-hawed around about what the outcome was going to be, and it was kind of a nail-biter.
Yeah, we say it, time and time again, that consistency pays off, and I think that's kind of what you guys did, with just looking at, the scores and, times and stuff coming in, kind of just set kind of middle of the pack. A few of those you placed top, second in the sorting and then third in the milking. And did Troy ride for you?
He did. He rode the bronc, and he does a big part of the roping for us. And Mackenzie, my daughter, was there, and she did her part, and just it worked for us.
Good deal. Mackenzie's happy. She's going to get away from college a little bit early.
Yeah. The way things have been, I don't know. I'm assuming that they'll be back in the classroom for everything this next year, but who knows?
Right.
Last year she did most of it from home and had very little class time. So
that made you happy. You had an extra hand.
Yeah, it was kind of nice that way.
Not everybody might know this, so I want to brag on you a little bit. But when you sit here and you look at the way Lonesome Pine Ranch team is put together, you got 4 of the 6 team members are from the Higgs family. And, Bo and Travis have been with you for a long time. And I think it really says a lot about your family, bud, and the way you go about things to stay hooked. You guys don't move team members in and out. You don't do this and that. You got your crew, you got your family. And I tell you what, I'm not joking. When Lonesome Pine is competing at a ranch rodeo, everybody's watching. And Bud, I say that with the utmost respect. You guys demand that attention and that respect, and I just want to tell you congrats for that.
I appreciate it. And it's been way enjoyable for me to be able to do this with my family and be as competitive as we've been. It's tough enough to make everything work, to go down the road and pay for things and get places without being pretty successful. So we've been blessed. Well, my dad's been raising horses, and we've been able to ride some good horses that we've raised. And you go to some of these things, and there are a lot of nice horses, and it's gotten more competitive as years go by, and you just can't go on anything an average kind of a horse and be there among the top and get qualified.
Yeah, for sure. There was one time I was standing by the gate, and I don't remember who I was standing next to, but I nudged him and I said, right here on the ground, that's father, that's son, and that's daughter tying down that steer right there. And that was I tried to pull my phone out and get a picture for you, Bud, but I couldn't get it. You got it tied so fast I couldn't get the picture for you.
Well, that wasn't that last steer we tied.
No, it wasn't the last one.
Oh boy, that steer braced himself, and we had all kinds of trouble getting him down, but we got him finally.
Peyton talked about consistency, and when you're looking at the scores it's really interesting for us to go back through and really dive in. And we were just sitting here looking, and I don't mean to call John C. out or nothing. It's just what it is. But Veal and Allen won 2 of the 3 events, Bud, in the final run on Saturday night. They won 2 of the 3 events and wasn't able to break through in the top 3. And, you guys were 2nd, 6th, 8th, 3rd, and 3rd, and showing up in every event and being there and giving yourself that chance is what paid off in the end. It really is.
Yeah,
it really is.
Yeah, it's kind of funny to think back about the way the thing got started. Early on in the Maverick, Brandon, we took a no time, and I didn't say much, but there was a little bit of talk that maybe we'd blown the rodeo, and I just to myself thought, well, let's just keep our composure and go get stuff done and see where it gets us. And we ended up in the long go. We got no time in that first round of the Maverick Brandon, and also in the second round. And we were able to do well enough in the other events to get through it. We came back 9th out of that in that top 10 to make the short round, and we're able to get times, like you say, all the way through in that short go. And that was big when you need every point you can get. And it came down to just one that separated us from Thompson's. And they had a heck of a good weekend. And I just feel real fortunate that we got through it as well as we did.
Yeah, it was great to see you guys out there doing so well as a family and enjoying it. And I just stand on the sidelines, and I was nervous, Peyton. That was tension. There was a lot of money up for grabs. That's one thing we hadn't talked about on this deal, Bud. There was a big old pot of money at the end of the rainbow on this one.
That's right.
I know. I asked Lehman how many teams actually went, because I'd never seen the final, team pool, and he said 24 teams, and I just kind of whistled and was like, well, that was a sure nice winning if you got it.
Yeah.
We don't see that very often. So.
Right. Yeah, 24 teams, and I don't know, you go down through that list of the teams, and I don't know exactly, but I think we were talking like there was at least probably 14 teams that have been to the finals sometime or another.
Yeah, well, that's what.
And several of them had been champions.
Yeah, that's what we were pointing out kind of earlier. Is it was just a lot of good teams there, and a lot of teams that we're very familiar with, and that rodeo was championship quality. Early on in the year. So. Yeah,
I agree. I thought that the whole deal was it was well ran, well organized. The stock was really good, I thought, and the competition it was as good as it gets.
It sure was, Bud. You got that ticket to November, the World Championship, one more time. So congrats to you and the family, my friend.
I do appreciate it, Lehman.
You bet. Get back to work now, would you?
Yeah, we're going to.
Right. See you, Bud.
Thanks, Bud.
Adios.
Yep, thanks.
He's in a good mood. He's coming back. He's coming back in November. Good mood. Hey, tickets go on sale today. We'll get into that.
Say what?
That's right. Today already. Today. Better get them. I heard they're halfway gone. So
Pretty much.
We'll talk about that in a second. But first, top hand, top horse honors.
Yeah, top hand went to Waylon Davis. And he's been, with us for a while. And so it's always good to see him get that award. Well-deserved. Mm-hmm. And, we've said the tough ranches there. And so to get that award with all of them there.
Yeah, sounds like it.
Means something.
Yeah, exactly.
So,
yeah.
A lot to be proud of for getting that award. And then top horse went to Blaine Barnes. And by the results and everything looking at them, they stayed middle of the pack and really placed good. So kudos to him. And that horse must have been performing well for him to get all those in there.
Very stout, no pun intended, on the competition for the overall ranch team. But again, 24 ranches times 5 to 6 cowboys on a ranch. If you win an individual award at a rodeo like that, you've accomplished something. And I will tell you, Waylon Davis, I told him afterwards, man, 100% earned it and deserved it. He has no fear. When he rides into the pen, he's going to do anything he can to get the job done.
Mm-hmm.
And he well mounted, and he knows what the heck he's doing. So that was a great job. And Blaine's horse, just there for him every step of the way. And two guys that were very deserving of those honors, for sure.
Very good. Very good. Yeah. And big congrats also, Jolly SNL. I know we didn't say them too much, but congrats to them for.
Oh, yeah, they actually won the deal.
For winning the whole thing. Amongst all those ranches.
Right.
Yeah. They're just on a roll. They came out and won 2 of them, and so that's good for them, and they got more practice down the road.
That's right. Yep. Don't want to get soft before the World Championships.
Right.
Tickets go on sale today. Sale now.
They are official. As you were listening to this broadcast, they will be on sale.
Starting at noon.
They started at noon. Yeah.
Because we're retroactive at the moment.
Yeah.
But so there's really 3 different ways to go about getting your tickets. And the first one, if you're local here in Amarillo area, you can go in person to Panhandle Tickets box office that's in the Civic Center.
Yep.
You can walk in there, look at the map, and pick your tickets. You can call them 378-3096. 378-3096. The third way is to go online and do it, and I recommend, we always do, go to our website, wrca.org, and click on our ticket link. Don't Google Panhandle Tickets. Don't go that route. There are some places that are a little shady. They'll try to take advantage of you, so just make sure to go to our website, click on our ticket link, call them, or walk in there in person, Peyton, and buy those tickets. And for those of you that are buying, and we appreciate you, we can't do it without you.
That's right. Yep.
And just remember, if you are a member, you do get a little bit of a discount. So, there's still time to get your membership renewed and get all that lined out before you buy your tickets. We'd be happy to give you that little discount.
Yeah, and if all else fails and you forget all of this, but you remember WRCA, WRCA.org, you'll find phone numbers and emails on there to get a hold of somebody going, hey, I heard them talking about tickets, but I missed it all because I was driving and there's a cop behind me and I wasn't gonna pull my phone out or whatever. You know what I mean? Go to WRCA.org. Yeah. That's your trusted home base site there. So.
And it's updated frequently as possible, and hopefully as soon as we get back, all these results will be in and you'll be able to look through them and get everything you need to know about us.
Yep. And or the app.
There you go. Your City mobile app. We are highfalutin.
That's right.
Hey, where are you going this weekend?
Yeah.
I will be in Haskell, Texas.
The Wild Horse Prairie Day.
And you can't wait to see Sammy and that committee there that puts that on. They do an outstanding job. Their hospitality for the teams and everyone coming into that town is just outstanding. They fill that place, and we just always love going there.
Yep. Remember talking about that one for years now.
That's
so
right.
Yep.
That's right. Been with us since the beginning.
That's right. All right, WRCA.org. Tickets went on sale today. Go get them before they're gone. Friday, Saturday tickets. We say this every year, and you'll hear me on if you listen to this radio station, preach it all year long. They go kind of fast for Fridays and Saturdays. So if those are tickets you want to go to, although I still think Sunday's kind of like one of the cooler days personally to get to go to, because there still might be something on the line, and these guys are trying to get their last little rides in and, try to up the points and there's some stuff on the line. So, but yeah, the Friday and Saturday, because it's Friday and Saturday. I mean, it doesn't matter if it's
a weekend.
Yep, exactly.
Goes out, sleeps late. But
Hmm.
you can also get your tickets to the first ever WRCA Youth World Championship Ranch Rodeo. That's going to be going on Saturday, November 13th at 2 p.m. That's our matinee performance we'll have for you this year. And so when you're buying your tickets for the regular World Championship, go ahead and jump in there and buy you a couple for the youth event and come support our kiddos.
That's right, yeah. Again, all that info, WRCA.org or on the app.